Come ye children, hearken unto me, I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Psalms 34:11. Listen, the child in you, the surface mind, restless and questioning, must be drawn inward. Come ye children, declares the hidden I am, calling every scattered thought to stillness. Hearken unto me, not to voices outside, but to the deep current of your own consciousness where the ideal self abides. There, in that secret chamber, you learn the only true fear of the Lord, a holy reverence for your own divine nature. This fear is not terror, but awe, a trembling before the greatness you are yet refuse to claim. It is the potent respect you give to the birth of the new man within. When you yield to that reverence, you acknowledge that your world reflects your inner concept. You begin to honor the ideal you imagine in solitude, nurturing it until it transforms your thought and therefore your experience. To teach you the fear of the Lord is to guide you into the silence where all creativity springs. In that stillness, you offer human parentage to your highest vision. You die to old doubts. You rise in the spirit of a renewed mind. The whisper of that hidden presence becomes louder than every worldly clamor. So learn to pause and feel your I am. Let your imagination bathe in the glory of your perfected self until the old limitations fall away. This is the true religion, a subjective conviction that all is well, irrespective of outer circumstance. Here lies the revolution within your own consciousness. Henceforth, every prayer, every longing, becomes the seed of the reality already formed in your depths. Heed this call, and the kingdom of your soul will manifest. Fear the Lord, not as a distant power, but as the magnified you, the living oracle that births heaven into your world. In Come Ye Children, Hearken Unto Me, we witness the dialogue between two levels of our own mind. The children are the surface ego, open, curious, seeking direction. The me is the deeper self, the creative wellspring in which your divine nature resides. Psychologically, this verse describes that moment of inner awakening when the conscious mind stops its restless questioning and listens to the intuitive, imaginal faculty within. I will teach you the fear of the Lord signals a transition from ordinary worry to reverent awe of your own infinite capacity. Here, the act of hearkening is pure attention turned inward. When you give mental ear to the deeper self, you are actually aligning the temperature of your consciousness with the creative power that shapes life. Fear of the Lord is not terror, but holy reverence, an imaginative attitude that honors the unseen source of all being. In this state, your imagination becomes the midwife of new realities. As you dwell in that reverent state, ideas germinate in the fertile soil of your mind and eventually appear as your outer world. What this verse reveals is the single greatest power you have ever known, the power of deliberate attention. When you consciously choose to shift your focus away from problems and toward the still, small voice within, you step into your own Christ self. This inner guide is ever ready to lead you into courage, peace, and creativity, and each of these virtues naturally ripples outward to shape your daily experience. As you listen inwardly in this way, you come to understand that the divine presence is neither distant nor hypothetical, but alive and accessible right here in the very depths of your self-awareness. Begin by setting aside a few moments each day for silent attentiveness, allowing your breath to settle into a calm, steady rhythm as you inwardly say, I hear you. As questions or fears arise, simply pause and offer them gently to your deeper self. Instead of slipping into anxious wondering, those familiar what-ifs and how will I cope, shift the current of your mind by affirming, I am led by the wisdom within. Gradually cultivate a sense of awe by envisioning the life you most desire as if it already surrounds you, rich in every detail. Continue nurturing this intimate dialogue until the outer world begins to mirror the renewed clarity of your inner vision. In embracing the divine whisper at the heart of your being, you discover that fear itself can become creative reverence, and you awaken to the truth that you have always been both teacher and learner, shaping and receiving the limitless power of your own presence.